Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Get your swerve on. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Got some room at the 30. It's caught by Mike Evans. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Kill. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shift. Let him go.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston to throw it this time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Evans, he was terrific in the overtime loss at Seattle. 12 catches, 180 yards, and a touchdown in Week 9. Remember, he was held completely without a catch Week 5 in New Orleans. For the last 2 weeks against Tennessee and Seattle, 23 catches, almost 400 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's really turned it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Box it. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
45. Mike, 45. Let's set it.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool...
It got his man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Come on, fellas.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No. Off. 45's the mark. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No. 319. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check nickel. 319. Tighten up.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here I come. Check 3. Check 3.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strong leg. Strong leg. Hey, 88. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 45 the mark. Blue down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Winston on the move to his left. And Winston lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.